Hey everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you so much for stopping in for another STEM project. Now, today we're making turtle floaters and we're going to talk about Valentina Cruz. Okay, so first, what do you need to make a turtle floater? All right, now first you need a small plastic container. So think a fruit cocktail container, something like that. Or if you have a cat or a pet that has food that comes in small containers, something like that. And if you have none of those, you know what you can use? A bottle cap will do. All right, so moving on, you also need glue, craft foam, so it feels kind of spongy. You can bend it. Okay. Also, some googly eyes. Who doesn't like those? And a pair of scissors. All right. And like anything, we always say if you use anything where you need help with, while we appreciate that you love science, we love your safety even more. So get help. Ask a parent, older sibling, caregiver, or babysitter for help, okay? And be safe first and foremost. All right, let's get started. Now, first, I'm going to take the googly eyes, put them to the side. So you want to take your foam and lay your container down. Now you can trace around it, take a pen or marker and trace it. And you come up with a circle and then add the legs, draw the head and the tail, and then that's the body, okay? And then you want to cut that out. So go ahead and start tracing. And take your time. And while you do that, I'm going to introduce you to a wonderful woman of achievement. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a little bit. I may not finish it, but I'm just going to cut out the body so that you can see what you will work with after you cut. All right, right here, just like that. So I'm going to put this down and introduce you to Miss Valentina Cruz, aka Galapagos Girl or Galapagania, and that is the title of the book, written and based on her life. Valentina was born on an island formed by fire, surrounded by blue-green sea. Now, these are the very first words that opens Galapagos Girls, written by Marsha Diane Arnold and illustrated by Angela Dominguez. The Valentina of the book is Valentina Cruz, and Galapagos Island is where she was born and now works as a biologist and nature guide. Valentina grew up in a large family of 11 children. Now, the Cruz family has a long history of making their home on one of the islands called Floriana, because the Galapagos is many islands, so it's not just one. Valentina's childhood days were filled with exploring her world. So just like we walked up streets and, you go fields and parks, well, she spent her time going down to the beach and shoreline, watching big sea lions on the beach, running and racing, trying to keep up with lightfoot crabs, and learning to swim with manta rays. Imagine that. She fed plums to tortoises that stood almost as tall as she did. And even though the islands are very warm all year round, this Galapagos girl, or aka Galapagania, counted penguins as part of her nature family. Speaking of families, her father, Alistair, and her mother, Emma, instilled in Valentina and all of her brothers and sisters a love of books and a love of animal life that made their island so special and unique. So at the age of 12, she volunteered time if school was out to study and become involved in training so that she can learn more about the plants and trees and animals that live and grew on the Galapagos. Now the time came when Valentina went off to school, and that was far away. She studied birds of all kinds on another island called the Pinta Island. Afterwards, she went even further away to the University of Havana in Cuba, where she became a biologist. And biology is the study of all living things, animals, plants, viruses, you name it. Valentina Cruz returned back to her beloved home. She and her husband Lazario worked together to study hawk moths, but being a nature guide, she found is what she loved best. Valentina and her entire family all work to educate visitors about their animal neighbors and why they are so unique. You see, everyone must be careful or else certain animals could get so sick due to climate change or be hunted too badly by other animals such as goats or rats or pigs, that they will become hard to find or disappear altogether. And that's called extinction. And that's not good. So Valentina's Cruz's hope is that although that we were not born in the Galapagos or on the Galapagos, that all of us will somehow come to care and to help our wildlife friends everywhere and to think like a real Galapagonian or a true Galapagos girl just like she, Valentina Cruz, remains today. Okay? So if you're interested in knowing more about her life, pick up the book here. It's in the library. Or if you say, oh, wow, I'd like to know more about the Galapagos Island, well, guess what? We have books here, such as Island, A Story of the Galapagos, written by Jason Chin. Come on in and find out more. Okay? So, how are you doing? How is your turtle turning out? Well, I hope it's more steady than the book that I just dropped. Okay, I'm going to put our Galapagos girl back in her place. And now I'm going to check your progress. Oh, okay. So now, all cut out. We're ready for the next step? All right. So, the next step, you take your container and you take your glue. I'm just going to use my finger. And we're just going to put it around the rim. Just like that. Okay. Take the turtle body. And you just want to put it right on top. So where the circle is, you just want to place it right there so you can lift it and it's not falling off. But if it does put more glue on, it's okay. Now you want to take a googly eye. I got it backwards. And put glue on the back. And you put the googly eye here. And a googly eye over here. And now, I'm going to bring out the water. And let's see if our turtle can float. Oh, wow. Isn't that amazing? And now I'm going to pull out our second one. And why start at 2 when we have 3? Wow. And I'm just going to help them out a little bit. But a couple of things. Did you know that turtles can actually hold their breath for 45 minutes? That's right. 45 minutes to 1 hour. They usually dive for 4 to 5 minutes, and then they come up for a few seconds in between dives. And how do they swim? Well, they use their legs. And their legs have webbing to help them across. Wow. And they are lifelong swimmers. In fact, some turtles live long lives. In fact, they can live up to age 80, or in some cases, even to 100 years old. Amazing, right? Well, I hope this piques your interest and you want to find out more about animals or about our Woman of Achievement, Miss Valentina Cruz. We're here at the library. Always an invitation for you to come and check out and research, okay? So this is Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. And until we meet again, guys, stay curious, keep experimenting, and so long for now.